Welcome, YouTube. This is Acid Roots. I've got a 3 Days Grace review. So this is their second album, 1X, and this is their most popular project. It had 3 number 1 songs off of it on the rock charts, and then a 4th song that charted pretty high as well. So normally this doesn't happen, and supposedly this is what causes rock albums to go multi-platinum. I'd say that this caused a lot of noise in 2006, 2007, and really this is yet another one, just like Breaking Benjamin and a few others, who knew how to make uh, hooky songs. Just complete replayability is off the charts, and the fact that they did it more than 3 times is definitely worth. So what I'm beginning to realize when I review these rock albums is anytime an album has like 4 singles, it really is pointless to knock it, just because most people are thinking, damn, that's enough for me. 4 songs that I can go to, 4 songs off of the radio that you hear, and especially if you hear them often, that's usually considered like a complete success, and it shows the fact that this album went multi-platinum. But I still wanted to review the project just because the other 8 songs on the album, it's whether or not those are worth hearing. I think obviously they are. This is one of the said things. I think it probably could have gotten past 4 times platinum, but I think most people were thinking this was a runaway success. It obviously was. They toured off of it. It lasted a year past when it came out. So everything has success. It feels as if this is a blueprint for success, is this type of project. And this is ideally what I would consider the way that all rock albums should be, is you drop in summer of the year, you make it to the autumn of the next year. So 2006 you drop, you make it to the autumn of 2007, and just usually about 18 months is what I'm trying to say. And it's good to see that this happened, but fortunately there are other songs besides the songs that you're probably going to gravitate towards. So we're going to talk about the first single, which is Animal I Have Become, and this one is a great way to kick things off, which it makes sense. It's not the first song you hear, but it is a recognizable one, and I like the fact that it's noisy and just does it well. The next one is Pain, and then this one is real hooky, real catchy song, and probably more catchy than Animal I've Become, but this one is also post-grunge compared to this metal of the Animal song. So they do it well. I mean, sometimes when things get slowed down, it kind of feels like they're not able to do it, but this song did hit number 1, and also it kept the momentum. So that's an extra thing. Never Too Late was the 3rd single, and that one also hit number 1, but this one is even more so post-grunge than Pain was, and this is the kind of song that it feels like you listen to when you're in the car, or it just feels like you need to clear your head, that type stuff, but it does it well. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that Staind is known for, and it's good to see that other folks can do it. Yeah, let's say that one was handled well, even though it's more so in the genre than the previous one. Then Riot brings it back up to the energy that it had been. This one didn't hit number 1, but it's another hit, and pretty much showed off the project and said, hey, you need to get this. So I don't have a complaint with any of the singles. All 4 of them I wound up liking. This is great. When this happens, it's like, you don't have to worry about just 1 or 2 songs someone knowing and saying this is not one of those albums that you just hang up on the shelf and is not good. So beyond that, I'm going to talk about a few more of the songs that were worthwhile, and I think It's All Over is a great one. That's the first song you hear. That one's just like Animal I Have Become. 1X, the last song on the album, has a great riff on there, and then Get Out Alive is another one similar to Pain. Now they do songs similar to Pain pretty well, and I figured the first half of the album would be the most attention getting songs, but they do have songs similar to Animal I've Become also. So that's what that is. So there is metal, alternative metal, post grunge. These are some of the genres you're going to hear if you don't know. And so this album gets a 10, and really, I'll tell you, basically the only two songs that I did not enjoy were Gone Forever and Let It Die. So other than that, 10 out of 12 is obviously a 10. And so I would just sit with the first half of the album to really get used to it, because that's where all the singles are, and then the most attention getting songs. And then after that, there are some songs in the second half, but it's not, there's no singles back there, so it's really the steam you may think loses out, but it really doesn't. So it's just a trick, but this still gets a 10. The social score gets a 10 because it did have 4 charting songs. Plus, I think this is a popular album. Besides, this is one of those that not just the radio songs people are looking for. So obviously, this is one of those successes. The Future, they dropped an album in 2015, and they drop albums every 3 years, so they'll be back, pretty certain. And I'm going to get to reviewing more of them. And also, can this record be top? Not really. Subscribe for more fun.